Alright, hey there everybody, looks like this is going. Oops. Okay, so back at it. We're still in the middle of, like, that period where you can't do anything. Should be right before the confession or whatever, but we got some free time, basically. I need to space out my saves a little bit better. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we got this guy to talk to. Did I remember to get a Hierophant? Someone... I was reminded that I have to do that. Yeah, I do. By optics. Gotta give credit where it's due when I can remember, but I'm bad with names.
Yo.
Okay.
Hey.
Do I have to do this?
Yo.
Hey.
Huh.
Wow. Hey.
Hmm?
Do I know how to brew coffee? No. It's going up to buy cigarettes.
Whoa.
Can cats drink coffee, or would that be poison to them?
Yes! Alright.
I thought it healed... Yeah, it's SP, it's not wounds. Ooh, that actually got a rank up. Nice.
Alright.
Blue Mountain.
Let me explain.
The Blue Mountains of Jamaica have a unique climate and volcanic soil advantageous for growing their famous high quality of coffee. Okay. I mean, real baristas do look like, you know, usually just people in high school or whatever, but, you know. Hi there, Lauren.
Nice.
Okay, so hypothetically, does this mean that I have to go up the social link the next day? That probably is the case.
Well then.
Yep, that does mean that. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I was kind of hoping on part of that would let me do the make the coffee thing and then also get the other thing, but whatever it's gonna do. Okay, so today I have to go to the train station. Board meetings tomorrow, yep. Hey there, Morbits. I keep combining that into one word and saying it like it's Morbits, which is definitely a name you could have, but I need a... Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna keep pronouncing it like that, it's fine. Batting cages. I don't... How does this guy play baseball? He doesn't play baseball, I guess that's the answer. Do I care about baseball? Not personally, but, I do like batting cages, those are sometimes fun. You don't need to relieve your stress like that, not until the hardships of it. I mean, I'm not doing it to relieve stress, I just think it's fun to hit a ball, you know. You're too old to try to become a baseball player. Is he? I guess, yeah, if you haven't started at all. Well, this explains why he doesn't know anything about that. Well, to be fair here, like, the first one technically isn't that. He's technically a statutory rapist, which is slightly different, but I get what you're saying. So, you know, slightly different thing, basically, you know what, it's basically the same thing. The question is, like... That's fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, the typical CEO probably actually does actually do the most damage to the people that he deals with just because of scale, just sheer number of people that he deals with. You know? I have no idea what that means. Okay, do I actually really care about any of these?
Hey,
I don't know if I actually care about these items. All the dungeons in Persona 4 are kind of weird. I actually kind of like them for that reason. They've got a lot of personality to them.
Hey,
Lots of criminals in the big city. Honestly, my favorite one is like probably Naoto's dungeon, just because that's my favorite character, but also because it's just a really funny level. When you get to the end of it, that's my favorite part of that, just where the shadow's like they're crying. Naoto's just fine. Oh, I can see this ending tragically. A mafia boss? I don't know. I actually don't know what like the current reach of the Yakuza is in Japan, because I know that it's supposedly been dramatically cut down over the past, like, probably 20 years. They used to be a lot more powerful and influential, but they've recently been knocked down a couple pegs in terms of what they're capable of doing. I also can't remember how that relates to like when this game came out, because maybe that was before that happened. But there's been actually a much bigger crackdown on Yakuza activity in Japan than there used to be. They used to be able to get away with a lot, and that's not really true anymore. I forget where I'm supposed to go to get the stupid thing that I want to get here. Who the heck is this guy? You know, it's like asking the question of, like, who does more damage? The, you know, I'm trying to think of a gang off the top of my head right now. Well, I guess we could go with a topical one. We could be like, you know, the Chiquita Banana Corporation, where they just got charged, like, millions of dollars for supporting terrorists. It's like, you know, them were like the cartels. It's like, actually, possibly the bananas. There's multiple famous Japanese mafias. Yeah, it's same with, like, in North America. Got, like, the mob, the mafia. I don't actually know if any of them are even that relevant anymore. They probably are, but, like, I don't hear much about them anymore, because, again, like, their reach got way chopped down and back in, like, the 80s, I think.
what do you want?
Okay, so what is this? More proficient, this one.
Well then.
Oh yeah, I was looking at like the different layers of Hell and the Inferno, just trying to remember them, and I forgot them again. But one of the things that I remembered, this isn't my theory, this was someone else's, is that like not only do each of the bosses like have something to do with the 7 deadly sins, but so do all of the like Phantom Thieves. And I kind of remembered that theory when I remembered Morgana's basically like just completely greedy for treasure like all the time. Will just run headlong into traps and just die for treasure. So you kind of got both going on, which I think is a fun little subversion of the norm. Where am I going here? I got the thing that I want to make sure I remember to get, because it's like kind of important to just get free stats, but what do I do now? Because it says I can get a social link here, but I don't know where. I think this is where I meet Anne, but Anne's not here yet. Or at least that's where Anne likes to hang out on Sundays. Oh, there's new conversation over here from some political agitators. You're all aware, yes, the recent subway incident is still fresh in your minds, yet the investigation into the cause bears no progress. This is the evidence of the power behind them. Don't bow down to the oppressive authority that sees you all break free from its subjugation. I am the sun god? Oh, good, it's a cult. Great, fantastic. Well, there's this guy again.
Hello.
You love scheduling speeches for this, like, one little street corner every single night. Cool. Good for you. The heck is with... I feel like these people are interactable, but they're not. Okay. Oh yeah, those people still taking the selfie. I haven't found the right angle yet. They'll be here all month, probably. Oh, it's probably Ryuji then. Okay. Wait, where the hell? In the building. I hate trying to find people. It would be slightly peculiar just in the sense that Japan's not very good at that. In the sense of, like, I don't think that Japan's conception of the Nazis is the same as everyone else's on account of... I don't think they fully understand the context of what was happening in Europe, really, because they don't kind of care what was happening in Europe as much. And also they were allies, so, you know, that changes things up a little bit compared to the standard.
Oh, hey.
So, it would be interesting if they had a take on it, but I'm not necessarily sure I trust them to do a good job.
Hey.
Why, the card above your head, what? So yeah, I think that would be an interesting sort of social sort of commentary thing that's topical and it's, you know, present, but it would be difficult for a Japanese company to tackle that currently, and it would be probably something that wouldn't make sense to them personally, just in the sense that I don't know that that's exactly the problem that's going on in Japan right now. Like, I don't think that they've got a lot of neo-Nazis. They've got a lot of people who have similar ideas, but not specifically that, because what? Well, actually, no, I think there are probably quite a lot of them that have moved to Japan. I think they just don't understand who those people are. So, yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I think it's not weird to think that that would be an interesting addition. I just think that it would be difficult for them to actually get it right. What can I actually accomplish today? Can I accomplish anything? Maybe I could get a part-time job today, since it doesn't seem like I'm allowed to do anything. Given recent events, actually, I think it would almost be more likely that they would add, like, some sort of weird cult leader, which they've already had in plenty of, like, Japanese media, but... with the, that weird church thing that recently is in a lot of, getting a lot of bad attention in Japan, it's probably more on people's minds. Although that's kind of stuff that's already talked about in this game, so it's hard to say. Where do they keep the stupid... I can't remember where they put the stupid things. They have, like, job help wanted things in this building somewhere. And this building is gigantic, and I hate it. And also in-game. Here they are.
What are your thoughts?
Okay. So I can qualify for this now, but it doesn't give me any as much money and requires the thing. Oh, that's weird, so. This one develops proficiency. Okay, I just have to click something here to get rid of a YouTube thing. Well, I think that instead of hoping that a Japanese company makes that, I think that what you would hope is that an American company would just make a really good game that hits on similar sort of ideas and stuff like that. Which American companies are bad at, because they don't like making games about those kinds of relationships, I guess. Although, you know, like, some games do that. I don't know what to do here. Let's just do this.
Oh.
Okay, so I can't even apply for that during the day.
What are your thoughts?
So that's probably why that costs, or that gets you more. Which stat do I want more? Charm or kindness? Probably kindness because we haven't leveled it yet.
Okay.
Besides, like, the thing about Omari, yeah, that's a good example of one. I think a lot of those games that are heavily inspired by Earthbound that have been getting made in North America, like, there's a lot of indie RPGs in America made inspired by Earthbound. A lot of them are kind of like that. Usually they don't delve into the larger scale stuff, though, because they're usually small indie games, so usually they're more personal, rather than sort of, like, big things like Persona is of talking about societal issues. And I think that's just the nature of, like, them being more indie-oriented. I think America is going to have a hard time making that kind of content. France is doing something that looks like Persona. Honestly, like, France making something that's kind of like Persona 5 would not surprise me on account of all of their, like, you know, guillotine to the rich or whatever stuff that they have as attitudes in France. So that's kind of not surprising that they'd be the sorts to do that. Alright, maybe we can go to a movie.
Wow.
The Cake Knight Rises. It's about a caped hero trying to bring down a black forest of crime and corruption. Well, I guess we got lots of spare money. Aren't we supposed to be able to invite a friend here? Well.
Well then.
Do you want to know why?
I guess we invited Morgana.
Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations. You see, when forced to choose cake or pie, people show you their true taste.
I forgot how...
Nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
I forgot how good these are. These are so stupid, but also great. The gameplay inspiration? Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, you get a lot for going to the movies. But it's a set and I think it's only once per month. We even watched the credits all the way to the very end.
Let's head back.
Yeah, I think the problem right now is, like, the...
Hey.
If we're talking about thematic exploration, Disco Elysium is obviously the bar. Disco Elysium was great. I think the company died, which is a real shame. Sure he will. He'll definitely change. It would be a real problem for us if he didn't. You're right. It's a little too early to be giving up now. Guess we're gonna find out one way or the other. We just gotta brace ourselves for all the
I'm
possibilities.
sorry I can't offer more reassurance, but he should have the change of heart. Let's just believe in that while we wait for tomorrow.
This would be, like, really funny if the game actually just ended here because, like, he doesn't have a change of heart and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey!
I'm not going to the laundromat. I'm gonna have to wait till Kawakami can do that. Implode in the most disco way possible. Yeah, that really sucks. I kind of wish that they still existed.
Hey.
Aren't you supposed to have, like, a little card above your head so that I can level up the social link? Aren't you supposed to do that? Man. Okay. What the? How come I can't move? Connection with device lost. Can you guys hear me? Is this... There we go. Okay, got it working again. What the heck was that about? Yeah, but even then, Disco Elysium's like, I believe a European game, and they have like kind of a different outlook on the world, so it's gonna end up being a bit different than a game that like focuses on American problems. Although, admittedly, you know, Nazis as the villains is definitely a Disco Elysium thing as well. Skill issue? What, my mouse? Or sorry, not my mouse, my controller dying or whatever, but... Phew, today's bath is simply amazing as usual. Every Sunday feels like heaven when medicinal bath permeates into my bones. Oh, so I get a bonus if I go on Sundays. Okay, so that's something I need to keep in mind. Drunken Souse. Hey, good evening, everybody. Time for the 10 o'clock noosh. First, a series of incidents. Guys all of a sudden fallen unconscious, barf. Who are you? Who am I? I'm the news to people. I'm the newscaster. You know, honestly, this isn't that different from, like, your standard town crier, who might also just be the town drunk. It's fine. I'm broadcasting live from right here, and... Oh, this is... interesting. Cool. Good for him. Alright, so apparently I get a bonus if I go into the bath on Sundays.
Oh! What do you want to do?
Spending money wildly and recklessly. The Western General, yeah. The Mugwort bath is warming me up.
Oh.
What's Mugwort? I can't actually remember what that is. Please stop sniffing me, Morgana. That is very peculiar. Grand Theft Auto games have always been excellent satire. That is true. It does deal with a lot of like topical things in the States in terms of like big cities and stuff like that. They almost entirely focus on crime, though. And all the different causes and stuff like crime.
No good.
There's the other Yuki standing in the background there. I like how they've got the early morning just covering his face. Yeah, something like that. I'm sure such brain was taking it seriously. Yeah, yeah. Just chitter chatter, as usual.
What's with the sudden morning assembly?
It's amazing how much Anne stands out.
I bet it's about that girl that jumped the other day.
They don't have to tell us not to commit suicide.
There was that weird calling card too, so I guess the teachers are freaking out.
Yep. Look at all that gossip just displaying itself as murmur. It looks like Anne's murmuring too. That's
We're
funny.
lucky that morning practice got canceled though.
I feel like I'm gonna faint if this takes forever.
Let's begin this school-wide morning assembly.
I still don't know why their principal looks like that.
As you all know, a tragic
He looks like a potato.
the other day. Thankfully, we have been informed that she has pulled through, but it will take time until she recovers. Everyone here has a bright future ahead. I implore that you rethink the importance of life and... Mr. Kamishita, what's the...
I have been reborn. That is why I will confess everything to you all. Please call the police.
You can just go to the station.
The police?
Is he for real? He's gonna
Wow.
get arrested?
This morning's assembly is over. Return to your classes immediately.
Isn't this just like what that calling card said?
Looks like Kamoshida ain't the only one that had a change of heart. Man, I'm glad for you. Looks like those weird rumors are gonna go away.
Weird rumors never go away, they just morph.
My thing doesn't really matter. We made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho. That's more than enough for me.
You should hurry and tell her about it then.
Yeah,
Shouldn't we actually return to class at some point? Maybe? No? Okay, well, apparently not.
I totally freaked out. He really did have a change of heart. And we were lucky his mind didn't get messed up either. This was an
His
A+
mind
job.
totally got messed up. His brain is just scrambled.
Does this mean that they won't have a mental shutdown even if their palace disappears?
Not a mental shutdown, but there is definitely something close to a mental
I
shutdown
see.
there.
So we need to persuade the shadow without killing it, and then send it back to its real self. Our targets won't undergo a cognitive collapse if we do that.
So what you're saying is we need to do even more unlicensed, unconsenting therapy to people. Got it.
So we can get him to confess with no bad stuff? Hey, that works for me.
do you have to be so loud?
Don't worry about it. So, how'd it go? With Shiho, I mean.
She's regained consciousness.
Yeah,
For real?
I'm not surprised.
It was only for a little bit, but I got to talk to her. I was able to tell her that Kamoshida admitted to what he did.
She probably doesn't really process that information in the state she's in, but, you know, it probably helps.
Shiho, she told me she was sorry. Looks like she found out that I was flirting with Kamoshida for her sake. And here I was, wanting to apologize to her.
Well, you two could have both done something that you regret because of situations outside your control, mostly.
Kamoshida's at fault for all this.
Yeah.
I know.
I like how we just have that Olympic medal, like, just out on the table, like, no one's gonna ever, walk up here and see that. We've got that. Just have potentially some questions about where did we get that gold medal.
Shiho's mom is thinking of transferring her to another school after she recovers.
But, this is a Ryuji thing, and I don't think he's thought that through, so...
The whole sexual harassment and attempted suicide, people will label her after that.
Probably gonna follow her to another school to a certain degree, but, you know...
Sounded like Shiho had the same idea, too.
Probably still for the best.
It's gonna get lonely.
But I think it's for the best. I'm sure it'll be hard if she stays here.
She's alive. You can see her anytime.
I need to change, too.
That aside, I was surprised you could hold yourself back against Kamoshida's shadow.
It wasn't like that. I just wanted Kamoshida to apologize himself.
You're so kind, Lady Ann.
No matter how much of a shitbag he was, finishing him off would have left a bad aftertaste, huh?
Huh? That's not it. I think revenge is better served if I make him repent.
Well, actually, it's kind of Kamoshida's, but Kamoshida still has, like, his physical medal in the real world, I think. I don't think that when we do this process, we, like, somehow teleport into his house, steal the medal that he had, like, wherever. I think that this is some sort of cognitive manifestation that turns into a real thing. That's my theory.
Realizing what he's done.
Although it's hard to tell in some cases, because, like, you get that painting that way, but...
I just believe there are fates worse than death.
Holy shit. Anyways, that's all settled.
I mean, like, maybe it is literally just teleporting people's stuff into your possession somehow, but, you know.
But, you know, there was one more thing I was wondering about that castle.
By the way, I've never actually seen a real Olympic medal up close. Do they put the person's name on it?
Why was Kamoshida the only one who had that metaverse thing?
It isn't necessarily limited to him. It's something anyone could have if their heart became warped from their desires.
Anyone.
Want to check it out?
It's also worth just a little... that's true, but, like, are Olympic gold medals actually made out of solid gold?
Not right now. We better lay low for a while. People are still gonna be talking about Kamoshida.
And also, that looks like it's larger than an Olympic gold medal to me, but that's just my estimate.
Then again, it's totally impossible for someone to find out what we did at his palace.
Yeah, about that, weird rumors about you guys are already going around.
No, I miss the good old days where instead of getting gold, you got, like, a laurel wreath for winning the Olympics.
Stuff like you got
Less
together
materialistic,
and threatened
but, you know.
Kamoshida with something close to physical violence.
They're not wrong. What do you mean, the hell, mister? I was about to punch Mr. Kamoshida in the face.
People aren't going to easily believe that phantom thieves really exist. Calling cards being treated like it was a prank by someone who knew what Kamoshida was doing.
Makes sense. We're the ones who did it, and I still don't completely believe it myself.
Yeah, I kind of want to look up what, like, actual Olympic gold medals look like, but also...
Let's wait for things to settle down for the time being.
I get the feeling it just looks like that, so it looks very obvious on the table in the video game.
Anyways, let's check how much this medal can be sold for. It'd be better if we pawned it off ASAP. Ooh, got a hit! Wait, 30,000 yen? That's all a gold medal's worth?
That'd be $300, and that is definitely not what one of those would be worth, but...
Remember that time in middle school? I lent you some money.
There's no way I borrowed 30,000 yen from you.
Charging interest, are you?
Wouldn't it be around that much with compounded interest?
Probably not, no.
Interest my ass!
I'm not saying that I'm taking all of it. I mean, it's your fault for not paying me back all these years. It's just common sense.
Damn it.
I agree on laying low and keeping an eye on the situation. However, you dragged me into this. It would be nonsense not to celebrate a successful mission.
Honestly, they probably could find a better deal for an Olympic gold medal, except for the fact that this one comes from some sort of weird cognitive something. No idea how, but...
I guess we could blow this dirty money on something
probably makes it hard to authenticate.
Discussions among phantom thieves are to take place over luxurious food. How about it?
I I guess it's fine. There's somewhere I want to go then.
Where's that?
I think this is the
It's a
all-you-can-eat
Shiho
place?
and I have been wanting to go for a while.
I can't remember which order you go to places, because you usually celebrate these things by eating
I owe
gluttonous
money,
amounts of food.
So I can't complain. You good with that?
Sure.
I'll leave it to your discretion as well, Lady On.
I'll call and check the prices later then.
The
When should we
whole
go?
amount of money.
Want to do it soon, like tomorrow?
Why don't we go on the last day of the holidays? It'll help energize us when school life starts up again the day after.
Then, the 5th, on Children's Day.
So, who's going to sell this?
Leave that to us. We know a store that'll buy anything, don't we?
Do we?
Okay, I'll leave that to you guys.
There's like one frame of Sakamoto just smiling there. Like,
Ah, you're back.
biggest asshole grin there. Is that gold medal real? When did it get inside his palace?
No, that one is a fake. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
a
what I
byproduct
thought.
of his cognition. The real medal should still be in his possession.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it's not actually his gold medal. Kamoshida has the real one. What? You're telling me Kamoshida's still got the medal? Who cares? What matters is that we changed his heart. Anyway, if he had taken the real thing, that'd be stealing. I think we still technically stole something. It's just very abstract what we stole. I don't think he'll be proud of that medal anymore regardless. It's hard to say, because that is something that, like, he would have legitimately earned, potentially, unless he did something scummy to get that. But I think that, like, it got to his head and then he started acting scummy afterwards. But if it was something that he legitimately earned, it could be something he could still be proud of, even after messing with his shadow. Iliko stuff pretty easy, huh? Want to forget about my debt? She does not forget about things easy. That's different. 500 yen is a lot of money for a middle schooler, you know. I guess that's fair. Do you even still have that dolphin anyway? Dolphin? Stop thinking that up. Back in middle school, we went on a field trip to the aquarium, but Rigi had to spend all his money on a souvenir, so I lent him some for the train fare. I said I was sorry, that was for my mom. Well, I guess I can call it even after all we've been through. Thank you. Anyways, don't gotta worry about selling that medal off if it's a fake. End of story.
Kamoshida will never be proud of that once-in-a-lifetime gold medal ever again. Depending on how you look at it, that punishment might be even worse than death for him.
Starting tomorrow, you'll have a lot of time off, huh? Must be nice. For me, it just means more customers and even more work. You haven't put 2 and 2 together of forcing me into indentured slave labor, huh? Cognitive metal. Well, the thing is, like, we did steal, like, his part of his brain that metal is, so, I mean... And we did cause some damage in the process, so we did steal something, it's just the process of getting from one to the other is a little bit abstract. No matter where you go during Golden Week, it's packed with office workers on vacation. Why does everyone have to take a break at the same time? I mean, this is actually why I take my vacations on really screwy days. I will deliberately go out of the way to make sure I go out on vacation at weird times. You were at the scene of the crime when it happened, weren't you? I have an alibi. I was nowhere near there. I wasn't even close enough to hear the gunshot. Funny, I never mentioned anything about a gunshot.
Hey, hey!
This is a cop drama, right? It's pretty interesting. Got Columbo doing his thing or whatever? Who knows? Who knows what cop drama that's supposed to be? Ooh, a crossword puzzle.
Hey, hey!
There's also trivia I can look over. Interesting. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. This starts with an S. Flower to be. A prepared meal outdoors. This would be a bud. Oh, this is cherry blossom viewing, that's what they're saying. I thought they were trying to get me to guess some, like, Japanese word for, like, something. I can't wait until they do start giving me ones where it's like, you have to do this in Japanese. Known as flower watching, in English, Hanami is an old Japanese tradition for viewing cherry blossoms during the arrival of spring. Flower mentioned in traditional Japanese poetry actually refers to the plum flower. It's said that the cherry blossoms overtook the usage during the Heian period. I actually went to Japan during the plum blossoms when they were blooming. Apparently it's a different time than the cherry blossoms blooming. Oh wow, even I can... You're a cat. How can you figure out anything? You're a cat. Have you ever seen a cat doing crossword puzzles? Alright. Still not there. Fantastic. Let's check the trivia. Look over the trivia. Oh wait, is this... Oh, this is what you get for... Okay, okay.
Hey!
I can't wait until they make me start doing crosswords in, like, kanji or something like that. I have no idea if crosswords even work in kanji. Alright, what have we got that we could potentially do here? Got Guy McVer. I could study. Maybe we should study. Because I do want to get my knowledge up to the point where it's, like, functional, but... I swear, is there a calendar that lets me know what the weather is going to be like? Is this thing? There's a calendar right here. Give me... I could have sworn that there's a thing that tells me what the weather's going to be like, but... I'm probably just wrong that there's a way to predict the weather ahead of time, or maybe that comes later. Alright, fine, we'll just do this.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
The reality is, like, once you get older, you become more interested in studying, and you become better at studying.
Can I talk?
Mostly because you're not being forced to at gunpoint. The other day I saw on TV, oh, didn't mean to distract you, I'll try to stay quiet. We need to start teaching this cat algebra, then we could become, like, gajillionaires on YouTube. Like, what if we taught Morgana, like, highly, it'll say stuff like rainy season? That's fair.
Well then.
Like, if we taught Morgana how to do advanced algebra or something like that, and, like, write it down with their with his, like, his little paws there or something like that, we could, like, put it up on YouTube and just make lots of money on YouTube videos. Come on, we're gonna pawn that medal today. Hey, you can hear me, right? You don't have plans, so you come help me out instead of sleeping your life away. We do owe it to him. We'll just have to wait. Hurry down and help him out.
Sorry, I kind of pressured you into doing
I mean, I was wondering when he'd figure this out.
And now to our next topic, Fall from Grace, the story of a dishonored Olympic medalist. Just recently, a high school coach confessed at an assembly that he had been repeatedly abusing students.
Integrate Mona with ChatGPT. Oh god. Yeah, that would be the worst thing, because you'd have your ChatGPT, like, you'd tell it to create a schedule for you, and it would just say go to bed.
Given his prior Olympic achievements, this has caused quite a stir. What caused this habitual offender to suddenly confess these heinous crimes to his entire school? The police are hoping that the upcoming interrogations will bring light to this question.
Not sure why that's actually relevant to their investigation. It really isn't. Isn't that your teacher?
My friends would come back from practice with bruises all the time.
Wonder who that's supposed to be.
It was scary, but I'm relieved that the abuse is finally going to end now.
He would touch me and stuff all the time. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that sexual harassment anymore. There were always rumors, sure. Not many people believed them, though. Like, I'm totally shocked they were actually true. At least now I can go to school without worrying.
Newark, this is your school, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Things might be getting turbulent at school, but you need to just keep your head down, alright?
Everyone will have 8 hours of sleep every night and the world will become replaced. Yeah, that's probably true. At the very least, it will become healthier.
More importantly, keep those hands moving. I've got some more stuff I need you to do.
All the night shift workers are gonna literally, like, lose their jobs, though.
Man.
Chief really worked us hard. What do you mean, us? What did you do? What did you do, Cat? Did you see it was on the news? Now, the way schools, no way the school is going to be able to play dumb after that. I saw it too. Shio's name didn't come up, right? Not that I saw. I bet they want to keep that. So this is one of those they have to legally. I believe this is also true in Japan, but they're not legally allowed to mention the name of a minor in any sort of instances. They have to use like other pseudonyms or something like that. Just can't use the name. I'm so glad it's finally over then. All we gotta do is stuff our faces and put this Kamoshida crap behind us. I'm totally looking forward to the celebration party. Try not to let you guys down. Even if the chief wants your help, make sure you turn him down, okay?
Okay.
Wonder why I can't just sell the metal. Wait,
Nice.
I forget where I'm actually trying to sell this. Shifty gun store place?
Yeah.
Don't trust people so easily. When push comes to shove, they'll all stab you in the back. Here. Not if I make sure to stab them in the back first. I could study again.
Hey, hey.
No. On the second at a school assembly, Mr. Kamoshida, blah blah blah. Yeah, basically stuff we already know about. Okay, I guess we'll watch Guy McVer? Guy McVer, yeah, okay.
There's sulfur leaking from the tank! We need to do something fast! It's fine. I'll just use this chocolate. See? The acid and the sugar are reacting.
What? Story about a man who never gives up, beating all odds with science and ingenuity. I like how they make it seem like Morgana is the one thinking this. The way the thought bubble is positioned just is like, this is Morgana's thoughts about this show that we're watching.
Wow.
Fix the tank's crack with chocolate? How does he stay so calm at a time like that?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, the protagonist knew just what to do, despite the crazy situation. Maybe you learned a thing or two about persist. Learning how to do things by watching MacGyver would probably get you killed, but you know what? Whatever. It's fine. Okay, we're still at tier 1. Unfortunate.
Well then.
Morgana, you know, you could have let me not sleep early, and I could have gone and done the thing.
Make sure to do the dishes.
I can't right now.
Don't get cocky with me.
Oh no, I'm being voluntold.
Welcome.
Am I interrupting something?
Not at all.
The cause of the runaway train incident in the subway the other day still has not been found. Police are hurrying to solve the matter as it may relate to the rise in psychotic breakdown incidents.
Oh, is that the thing everyone's been talking about?
Doesn't it make you curious? People who were living normal lives suddenly went mad or deranged out of the blue. Not to mention that it's happening one after another. Could they really be coincidental?
I mean, you could actually have situations where this sort of thing starts happening on a more frequent basis just because of, like, material conditions deteriorating. That actually happens.
Leaving that aside.
So it wouldn't be coincidental, but it wouldn't be something that you would investigate in the way that she would investigate it. It would be something that, like, an economist, probably not an actual normal economist, but, you know, some sort of policymaker would deal with. Or by which I mean not deal with, because they don't actually fix those problems.
I'll have the house blend, please. Are you a part-timer? I'm surprised this place can afford one.
No, not exactly.
Are you a high school student? Where do you attend?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, someone I know goes there as well. I've heard that things are rough right now.
Things are rough every day.
A teacher named Kamoshida confessed his crimes like he was a completely different person, supposedly.
It's interesting that she's explaining that to a person who's from that school. You'd think that, you know, I know more about that than she would, except for the fact that she's a DA, so maybe not, I don't know.
And it happened all of a sudden one day. Can a person's mental state change so easily?
Well, sometimes you hit your head on something real hard and something falls loose and, you know, yeah. Sometimes you get, like, a rail tie shoved through your brain and your personality does a 180, like, immediately. I wonder how that could happen.
Is my drink ready yet?
Coming right up.
Escape. Run.
Alright, today's the day we turn in that medal for cash. You know someplace that'll buy it off you, right?
Kind of? Apparently a gold medalist got arrested. I hear he's done some horrible things, terrible things. How reprehensible. Back in our time, everyone looked up to athletes. But nowadays, there's a bunch of impudent upstarts who are setting a bad example for the children. I think athletes back in your day were also pieces of shit, but let's be real here. I don't care about sports. Okay. Actually, let's just do this. Wait, what? Man. Central Street. The heck? Oh, it's this guy again. That sounds shady. Anyway, let's go pawn off our stolen gold medal. Okay, well... So this is the place. Looks like it. Let's just take care of this. Wait, we don't have a search warrant yet. Just be patient. I'm sure we'll get one soon enough. And they'd never think about running off down this narrow alley. You again. What do you want? Huh, a gold medal? Why do you have this? You don't buy any fake or stolen goods here, kid.
Hey.
Imaginary gold medal. Hold on a sec. Let me see it. I'm just not gonna ask where you got this. How's 30,000 yen sent for it, though? Eh, works for me. 30,000 it is, then. I don't know why it gets added to this. What if I spent it all? That would be actually really funny. It's almost time. Here, take this with you, so thanks for selling me that medal. But, best not to open it. Just bring it with you the next time you come back here. This is a little weird. Don't worry about it. They're here. Go, kid. Do you know why we're here? I don't know, looking for evidence? You tell me, Mr. Detective. Watch your attitude. Well, you guys gonna search me? Go on, do what you gotta do. What was that? An upstanding citizen's supposed to be cooperating with the cops, right? Are you sure that lead was legitimate? Could have sworn it was. You two hurry it up, I got business to run here. Hey, you. What's in the bag, huh? Kid's just a regular old customer. You can check the tapes, that'll convince you. They'll show everything that's gone down here today. I don't want to be here when the detectives see the footage of me with that gold medal. I should leave. I should actually be going. Hey, you're talking to a kid, remember? Besides, he's not the one you're here to see. And you need a warrant. That's right, Mr. Detective. Maybe next time try not harassing my customers. See how that goes. They have cause, though.
See ya.
Honestly speaking, would have been smart if I'd just left way earlier.
What were those detectives doing there? More importantly, aren't you curious about what's in the bag?
But he told us not to look.
There's no harm in a little peek. Come on, let's open it up.
It's full of cognito hazards.
A real gun? Wait, I think it's just a model. It's incredible, though. Miles ahead of the one Ryuji had. There's something weird about that place. Hey, I just had a great idea. We should totally buy this gun from him later.
You can't use guns with your cat fingers.
Something this real-looking would work wonders in the metaverse. Anyway, he told you to bring it back the next time you came, right?
And don't tell me you can't pull the trigger with your weird little cat fingers. You use a slingshot, too. How do you do that?
You should try striking a deal with him when we go to return it.
I like how the inventory just says paper bag. Anne's calling me.
Oh, hello, it's me. I saw the news. You know, about Kamoshida. It's getting a lot of coverage.
How do you feel?
I don't know. The reaction's been bigger than what I was expecting. I guess I'm just surprised. I don't think we did anything wrong, though. I wonder if we helped those people speak up about it.
It's possible.
That's pretty amazing, huh? I didn't think we'd actually be able to do it. And yet, look at us now. This calls for a celebration. Let's meet in front of Shibuya Station at noon tomorrow. Don't be late. Oh, and did you pawn off that medal? You didn't forget, right?
I remembered.
Good to hear. I already made reservations. You should be really excited about the place I chose, by the way. I'm sure everyone's gonna love it. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
Alright.
Ah, a restaurant of Lady Ann's choosing. Finally, a decent meal.
Turning into Gordon Ramsay there, Morgana? I don't think you can pull it off.
Hey, what do you think we're gonna be eating?
Sushi? I can't remember which one. No, the sushi one's what after you got Yusuke.
Sea urchin, and maybe even
I think this one is the buffet. I think this one's that all-you-can-eat place. Okay.
Nice.
Still healthy. The hell? How's it hanging?
Yeah.
Okay, still feeling, I'm not sure what that attitude is, but,
Hey!
God damn it. Morgana, why you gotta always do this to me? Let's try movie.
Oh!
Damn, they shut off the power. How are we going to rig an alarm now? Whoever said you need electricity to make an alarm? Give me that empty soda can. I'll just tie it to this string.
It's a story about a man who never gives up, beating all odds of science and ingenuity. I mean, you can make an alarm by, for example, like, putting a glass bottle balanced on, like, a doorknob or something like that. The problem with that is, like, if you don't get it exactly right, it'll just fall off.
Oh!
Is my proficiency going up yet, please? It did. Huzzah. And now I just need to get knowledge and kindness up.
Alright.
Okay. Well then.
I like the fact that for some inexplicable reason you just literally have the DVD with you at all times so that you can always return it when you need to. Yeah, it's the buffet place.
So good.
No wonder Lady Ann chose this place.
I just realized there's an entire pie in front of them.
Of course it's good.
And an entire
this
roast.
is a famous hotel after all. Oh yeah, I heard that the police are coming to interview some people at school.
Oh no, it's
That's
the Popo.
troublesome.
It's the Rozzers.
Things are gonna come up for sure. People are spreading all sorts of rumors about us and Kamoshida. But we got him pumped up. I keep hearing stuff like the Phantom Thieves really stole his heart.
I wonder how much, like, extra these kids are gonna have to pay for all the food they're not gonna finish eating here.
I think most people don't believe it, but some of them actually seem grateful. Look at this.
The Phantom Aficionado website?
God damn it, Mishima.
Well done, Phantom Thieves.
Here's the real thing. Actually, maybe this one's Ryuji. I just realized they've got an accurate depiction of your mask down at the bottom left there.
Now I can keep going too. Thank you for giving us hope.
Pretty cool, huh?
I was just desperate to deal with my own problems, but seeing people saying all this feels...
So at a buffet, it's a flat fee, but you sometimes, and almost always, by which I mean almost always, have to pay for food that you take but don't eat. So they've taken an entire ass pie there, and I don't think they're going to eat the entire pie.
Yeah.
You know, it's to prevent, you know, idiots from taking a whole bunch of food, putting it on their plates, not eating it, and wasting it, because, you know, that's not good. You planning on eating?
Well, of course I'm gonna eat, but...
This place has a time limit!
Oh crap! We only got an hour to eat!
Just 50 minutes left.
We need to
I'm not
strategize.
gonna finish all the beef dishes at this pace!
I need to eat my way through clear the entire dessert menu!
Look after our stuff. We'll snag something for you guys too, don't worry. Oh man, God melts in my mouth.
I've never had the extra fee, but I'm actually always really careful about making sure I eat all the food that I take. I'm not the sort of person who's like taking more stuff than I can actually eat. But usually there's a sign up that says they'll pay for like, you have to pay for like 100 gram or something like that.
Now, where should I start?
Some places are pretty lenient about it though, if it's just like a little bit. But if you took an entire pot roast and, or roast beef, I don't know what that is. I guess an entire roast beef and didn't eat the entire roast beef, they would probably be pretty pissed off.
And she's all about the cake.
So happy!
Hey, calories.
Shut up! How much do you think one of these costs? I'll never get the chance to do this again! The Wilton Hotel Cake Buffet! I'd heard rumors, but I never thought it'd be so amazing!
And where's our share?
I didn't really know what you'd want, so I just grabbed you some beans.
Beans?
There were some pretty bizarre things there too, so we got you a variety of those. Fried bananas, preserved eggs, and some kind of beans.
More
Cake,
beans?
cake. Yeah, you know, let her eat cake, is what they say, as Voltaire says. You like beans, don't you, Morgana?
We put so much on the plate that it got all mixed up. But it should probably still taste good.
Not for you.
This is just plain grotesque. Let's go. These two just don't know what fine dining means. We'll show them.
The people in the background in this image, just because of the type of environment it is, look much more static than normal. Leave it to me.
That's reassuring. You guys watch our things while we're gone. Wait patiently for our return.
You like Feiwada, right, Morgana? Here, I got you a big heaping pile of Feiwada.
Oh, it's like a meaty explosion in my mouth.
Ryuji, never use that combination of words ever again, please.
Oh, this part's cream cheese!
They're not even listening.
Eat your beans, Morgana, they're good for you.
As I'd expect from the buffet at a top-class hotel. The ingredients and variety of dishes are crazy good. There's a reason it costs 8,000 yen. They have a lot here, but fish should come first. Let's fill our plate with all sorts of fish. Which table do you think they're at?
That would usually be at the steam trays or at the cold table, depending on what type you're talking about. Let's see, we can hear some chatter over here.
Ooh, look! There's the fish!
When she's had the cake, she can't have it? Or eat it? Well,
I'd prefer it raw, but grilled is great too.
Have you heard, my dear? The news about that Kamoshida fellow was absolutely dreadful.
I don't know why people from here would have heard about this news. This is a big city. Like, even if it was on the news, people here wouldn't care.
Oh, right. That teacher at Shujin Academy, caught doing such indecent acts. Shameful, really.
Hold on a sec.
And they still haven't managed to solve those horrible psychotic breakdown episodes, have they?
I like how they got the cadence and tone of that snobby one's voice exactly perfect.
Oh, I wish they wouldn't let themselves be distracted by such a tawdry scandal.
How droll.
Perhaps it's a sign of how peaceful this country is. I honestly pity those poor Shujin students, though.
Those poor plebeians.
It sounds like the Kamoshida incident is the talk of the town. Shoot! They noticed you! Just grab some food and act natural. On the plus side, we'll get to eat the food later.
Oh, how did a child like this end up in here?
Waiter, there's been a mistake. There's a poor person in my face.
I certainly hope you didn't bring friends. I prefer my meals to remain hooligan-free. Thank you very much. Come, let us go.
See?
What's so bad about kids coming to enjoy a buffet?
Well, they'll bring the cat to the buffet table for one thing, which is probably a health violation.
I wonder how the other people here... Maybe there are more people we can eavesdrop on at other tables.
Get some... There's actually a list of things that I'm supposed to get in terms of, like, what kind of food, which is kind of weird, but whatever, okay.
Rice is incredible! It's the cornerstone of every great meal!
Morgana, this is an all-you-can-eat place. We're not filling up on rice. What is wrong with you?
I got a bit carried away there.
So, the ratings for the news were really that good? It was because it was about that teacher who sexually harassed his student, huh? Was it Kamoshida?
It's all about how you frame it. You've got to cater to the idiotic public. Ratings go up when you show them crude, sensational news and make it easy for them to understand.
How can he be so insensitive? A student almost killed herself because of that Kamoshida.
Because he wants the money, Morgana.
By the way, do you think these sudden changes of heart might be real?
It only happened once. I don't know why they think that right yet.
That's...
Quick, grab some food! Oh, and don't forget the crispy bits.
So, because he had a sudden change of heart, he just confessed to all his crimes?
Who knows? Sorry, but it's time. I have to go. I'll call you again after the meeting.
A sudden change of heart, huh? I suppose I can't blame him for seeing it that way. I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in.
Morgana, you know, has anyone ever told you you're kind of a busybody? Alright, what is this stuff? The meat dishes? The way they've laid out this buffet is kind of odd, actually. Wait, how do I... Let me in.
Meat! I'm no Ryuji, but a meal is just not the same if you don't have any... I got distracted.
When you really look at it, he's just an ex-athlete who overestimated himself.
I don't think that's the issue here.
He should have just accepted his lot in life and quietly done his job as a teacher.
So are you saying that if he was a better athlete, he could get away with doing all the crap he did?
It's not even an incident we can take seriously. The whole story is pretty ridiculous.
Insolent sport. Who are they subordinates to?
We should probably look into it, but we can also just let the low-ranking scrubs handle it.
Look into? I guess they're investigating Kamoshida? They don't sound very enthusiastic about it, though.
Why would they be enthusiastic? He turned himself in. There's nothing for them to do. They're bored.
Yeah, grab some food! Get the part that's not too fatty.
Philistine.
He's gonna be arriving soon. We don't want to keep him waiting, so we better get going too. What is he going to discuss with the higher-ups? Well, I'm sure it's more important than lunch.
They were dressed quite well, but they still looked pretty shady to me. I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in.
Let's see, what have we got here? Looks like lobster, prime rib, and I guess there's rice in there somewhere, and I think there's some shrimps. I think maybe 2 types of rice? Well, where are we supposed to stand here? Giant dessert.
Up close, it looks even bigger and more delicious. This giant sweet... I got distracted.
News travels quick. It's already all over the internet.
IT company president.
You know, the story about how Kamoshida got his ass
Why would
kicked
he
by
care
some
about this?
world-reforming heroes.
It doesn't sound like a serious story to me. Some of the details are pretty far-fetched.
Some of these people, it makes sense that they'd be talking about this sort of stuff, like the news people. Maybe the, like, lady at the start. This one seems a bit weirder.
Don't worry about it. We just have to do what they tell us to do. It's all rumors made up by school kids anyway. If it's gripping news, who cares if it's not true?
So they don't believe themselves. But they're making up stories to make the Phantom Thieves seem real. And they're doing this in front of the actual Phantom Thieves. Whoa, act fast and get some food! And make sure it's got a lot of whipped cream!
What's wrong?
Nothing. I thought some weird kid was looking at us, that's all.
The secret to eavesdropping is to turn your ear to the people you're eavesdropping on, not your face.
Why don't we go? It's almost time for the meeting.
Well, that was rude. Did you hear him? He said you were weird.
I think he was talking about you, Morgana.
Don't think there's anyone else we can listen in on. But it's shocking. So many of the adults here don't seem like nice people.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, according to what we heard, it seems most adults aren't very interested in the news about Kamoshida.
I don't think they would be. It's weird to me they're talking about it
We've
at
got
all.
a nice variety of food on our plates. Let's head back to the others.
You brought a ton back.
Says the person who has a Dagwood sandwich, an entire roast, 2 entire roasts, an entire brace of sausages. I'm not going to count the beans because you got that from Morgana, but the really terrifying thing is if you look at this picture here, like there's like a kidney bean that's the size of Morgana's head. Like those beans are huge.
What do you think about coming up against such ritzy food?
I actually don't know that I think this is necessarily the classiest things to eat at a place like this. Also, I just realized there's a third roast in the middle, and I don't know whose that is.
It's cute hearing that from someone like you. Just don't get too excited. Got it?
I don't want to hear that from you, Ryuji.
You're the last person I want giving advice about that, Ryuji.
They're all in on the conspiracy? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I don't know how much they actually are in on it, because I can't remember, like, the specifics of all those different people.
Don't you think you're eating too much, Mona?
There's no knowing when we'll get to come here again.
The funny thing is, like, if you actually check my character's ability to make money in this game by going around just beating up things that exist in people's heads, if I actually remembered to sell all of the stuff that I pick up...
Loads of food. It'd be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Okay, I can't complain about you as much because you've only got, like, 3 cakes. You did eat the entire damn pie. Okay, I take back everything. She did eat an entire pie.
Why don't you help them out, Ryuji?
Oh, we should both help.
Oh, me? I'm way too stuffed. I couldn't possibly help.
Yeah, stuffing your face with cake. Whatever, let's deal with this ourselves.
So that actually might not be prime rib. That actually might be lamb.
There's still more?
Don't give up. Let's keep at it.
We did it.
My belt feels multiple sizes too small.
Oh yeah.
This is a victory.
For all of us.
That was tough.
We won because we did it
Together.
Good job, you guys. How about one last dish to cleanse your palates?
And I think I speak for the table here when I say you're insane.
I recommend the seasonal tart. The grapefruit has both alluring sweetness and a tangy sourness.
Are you getting paid by, like, Big Tart or something like that?
Stop. I don't want to hear about sour stuff. This isn't good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, me too. Please, carry me gently.
My, look at that table.
Come now, pay them no attention. I'm sure they must not normally have the chance to eat such exquisite food.
Got that right.
I can only imagine what their parents must be like.
What was that?
Oh, look at those filthy peasants thinking they're people.
We don't got time for that. Come on, let's go.
Don't forget to bring my cat bag with you. Wait, I'm going?
I'm stuffed.
I totally panicked when I saw the closed for cleaning sign at the bathrooms.
You were talking big about eating until you puked, but you really did puke.
Hey, same goes for you. What floor was that restaurant on?
We came up to get here, so it has to be on a lower floor, right?
What the?
There's still no update on the case.
Not yet.
Excuse me, but why are you so involved? It's not something you should be concerned with.
So I guess those other people were all there for a meeting with this fella.
Buffoon. When I say pick up the pace, you do it. Hey, you're cutting in line.
What do you want?
This would probably be actually a good time to keep my head down on account of multiple factors, but
We're in a hurry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare?
What?
Sir, we don't have time for this.
I know. Don't bother with him.
What the hell was with that bossy guy?
Shouldn't we head back down?
Yeah, but... that dick really pissed me off. He wasn't even hiding the fact that he looks down on everyone.
you probably wouldn't have that kind of altercation in real life at a place like this, just on account of like some tech guru multi-billionaire might have their kids running around the place. And if one of them gets shoved by one of your guys, you might get in a lot of shit over it.
I just can't forgive shitty adults like that.
Yeah, basically. I would have thought that, like, your main character here would have remembered this guy a lot more specifically, but whatever.
What's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded.
You not feeling good?
Are you feeling
Venus
good?
never eats well after all. Plus, I'm always stuck eating canned cat food.
I mean, let's be fair here. It's better than dry cat food. Do you want to switch to dry cat food, Morgana?
Yeah, that sir bullshit makes me sick. Damn it!
What took you so long?
Why are you all pissy?
Sorry. I had a run-in with some woman a second ago. She bumped into me, but then said it was all my fault when she dropped her plate.
Sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. Thanks, though. But the restaurant workers all looked at me with this disapproving expression. I wonder if we're out of place here.
Yes, but you know what? That's fine. Who cares if you are? Maybe. Or tuna. Cats like tuna. I mean, is there a difference between canned cat food and canned tuna?
Hey, Morgana.
What is it?
Anyone could have a palace, yeah?
Anyone with a strong, distorted desire.
Same for them having a change of heart if their treasure gets stolen?
That would be the case.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
We had trouble earlier, too. These selfish shitheads who just look down on everyone else. I was just wondering if we'd be able to change those kinds of people, too.
You mean, you want to continue as the Phantom Thieves?
I've been thinking. We put a lot of work into changing Kamoshida's heart, but nobody believes in the Phantom Thieves. Plus, those guys who had no other choice but to just deal with it are thanking us. Us, of all people.
Let's go with this one. There are a lot of victims.
I agree. If we ignore people who are in trouble, I'd go back to being the same as I was before.
Well, with one less problem to deal with, honestly.
Well, that's true. You're under my tutelage. There's nothing we can't accomplish as Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, I really can't imagine what Morgana would be like if Morgana wasn't acting as a Phantom Thief. Said dried cat food last time? Well, no, I think that I'd switch Morgana to dried cat food because Morgana is complaining about getting the canned cat food, so...
Shouldn't we be able to help him out?
With the power of friendship.
That means we'll have to fight shadows again, doesn't it?
I was basically saying if Morgana wants to complain about the canned cat food, then Morgana can have dried cat food.
Indeed. That can't be avoided.
I'm sure we'll manage. Right.
Admittedly, thankfully, the game does not make you pay for Morgana's cat food. Yeah, I want to help people.
Even if you guys are still just fledglings, this means we're an actual organization now.
Fledglings? That's actually pretty fitting for us.
We're not that young.
All right, it's settled. We're gonna catch all these shitty adults by surprise and make ourselves known to the world.
We are talking about all this pretty loudly and in public and in a place where people are already suspicious of us. But, you know, good choice of all this.
Are you okay being our leader?
That sounds tough. I'll ask why.
No objections here? I can't handle all that responsibility stuff.
Where's my say in this? But Lady An made the recommendation, so I'll allow it.
Well, should we decide on a name for our group? I just went with Phantom Thieves of Hearts last time, but don't you think a real name would be cooler?
Ooh, I've got it. I want it to be something both cute and luxurious sounding. Let me see. How about the Diamonds?
I'm getting the real Little League Baseball feel from it.
Well then, here's my suggestion. How about Tilefish Poêlée?
I actually don't know what that dish is.
What?
Make more sense to hide your organization name? Well, I mean, this is mostly probably just in the game so that you can have, like, the, multiplayer compatibility whatever thing where you have your group's name, but they just go by Phantom Thieves anyway.
That's what I ate earlier. It's commemorative, no?
Oh no, you idiot! You decide for us.
How do I... No. God, okay, do I have to use my keyboard? I have to use my keyboard. There we go. Then people will just think we're a group of friends. Yeah.
Huh. That's not bad at all.
A good name. For a rookie.
We going with that?
Does make us sound like some sort of one of these, like, evil news organizations that exist in this game, but you know what? That's fine.
Well, now that the name's set, who's our next target?
There are tons of rotten adults and all. Why not just stick to targeting big names?
You know, in spite of everything, there are actually also, like, rotten kids, but... like a celebrity?
Yeah, something along those lines. If we go after some bigwig, it's gotta get on the news, right? Don't you think more people would believe in us if we did that?
That's not a bad idea. For you, Ryuji.
True. If we become better known, we might be able to give courage to a lot more people. I don't really like the idea of just picking someone out of the blue, though.
Let's narrow it down to someone we can all agree on then.
So we need a big wig we decide on unanimously.
I like that unanimous decision part. It's like we're making some kind of pact.
See, all this kind of stuff just spoken out loud in a public place is just weird, but oh well.
Now then, this is the official formation of the Phantom Thieves organization.
Oh no! Our time for the buffet ran out.
You still wanted to eat more, huh?
I guess we'll just have to talk more tomorrow.
Be even funnier if Saya was just at the buffet at the time.
Another world in which people's distorted cognitions take shape? And on top of that, a talking cat told you all
I'm
this.
still never sure what parts of this you're actually saying out loud to her and which parts you're not. I believe what you will.
Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. It's hard to believe that this is even worth listening to.
It's not. Please leave me alone.
Still, it can't be considered nonsense when parts of it align with Kamoshida's confession.
Especially the talking cat part.
The same goes for the testimonies of the officers who arrested you. But so be it. At any rate, you mentioned something more important. These two other accomplices, besides this talking cat thing that appeared in your story. From what you've been telling me, they're students at the same school, aren't they? Very well, I'll leave it at that. Let's continue on. The questioning's not over anyway. If you are making this up, the cracks in your story will prove it.
I like how we're willing to immediately narc on the talking cat, but like the whole point of this whole thing is to not like give up your compatriots and stuff like that. But the cat we can just throw under the bus. It's just a cat.
The next to receive a calling card was this individual. A master of Japanese arts, Ichiryusai Madarame. It's even more incomprehensible than Kamoshida as to why this man was targeted. Where did you come to know him? And how did you learn of his crimes when you weren't a victim of them? Start by telling me what you all schemed.
Just, you know, the scheme is randomly bump into people who happen to have committed a large number of heinous crimes, you know, just hope for the best sort of thing. Well, we spent all our money on the buffet, but we officially established the Phantom Thieves, so it was totally worth it. See, we just call ourselves Phantom Thieves anyway. It's just purely just for that multiplayer engagement thing. Oh, we did actually save some money. That's nice. Phantom Thieves, huh? I'm liking the sound of that. I hope we can really help people. Here's about the Phantom Aficionado website, too. I wonder who made it. Mishima. More importantly, you see the survey on there? I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, there was this approval rating thing, but it was only at like 6%. That is low. But don't you just want to get it higher than that? I bet it'll go up tons if we keep taking down big targets. It's pretty damn exciting to try and think about it like that. Okay. I mean, I'd rather not do this for social media. That seems the worst. Yeah, the Thieves Den thing. Thieves Den update. God, what is this? Oh yeah, let me send the celebrity pic I took for the day. Celebrating founding the Phantom Thieves himself, blah 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 blah. You took a selfie? Okay, fair enough. You can go with celebrating any time now. Wait, you took that while I was eating? Why didn't you tell me? I did, you just never stopped eating. Anyways, since I started as the Phantom Thieves. We can take the world by storm. All the shitty adults in the world better watch out for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Need to make sure the Phantom Thieves is a name we can hang our hats on. I don't think that you should try to hang a hat on a name, and none of us wear hats. But...
Hey, hey!
Okay, this is the good stuff, right? Do you only do this like once a month? Alright, we gotta consider it. We're still dumbasses, though.
Alright.
Yes!
Do we just study? Where does this keep updating? What's going on here? What's the 30 whatever things? Okay, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna look at it. The hell? Palace Maker. Music. Can I change the background music from here? So is this Joker's Palace? I feel like this might be Joker's Palace. I really messed that up. I can't believe I mixed the gas and, well, I mean, you are underage for driving. Oh well. First I need to fix this up. Kid,
So?
You need to have a chat with your insurance provider. Who the hell are you? Were you drawn here by the smell too? No.
Oh. I see.
I think I'm starting to get it though. So that's what this place is.
Hey.
This This is a place created by the cognitions of people like yourself. Your memories and feelings are collected here and given shape. Why am I sure glad I came here now? I bet this place can teach me all sorts of things.
Hey!
Going to stick around here for a while. You could take a look around too if that interests you. Please don't look at my memories. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask me. I'll help as much as I can.
Doing good?
Didn't you just describe how you are... Alright, whatever. In the Thieves' Den, you can use P-Mills to purchase and enjoy a variety of extra content. You can obtain P-Mills by obtaining rewards or by playing Tycoon. Is that... gambling? I'm guessing that's gambling. You received a P-Mill. Please enjoy the Thieves' Den. Okay. You obtained a new reward. So here's the thing that's going to probably just... After you have purchased items with P-Mills, you'll be able to place them within the Thieves' Den. Is that what this is? Cognitive allies and confidants will come to view and discuss your items. These characters will change when you enter the Thieves' Den or change the item's location. You can adjust these decorations based on your story progress. The interior of the Thieves' Den may even change depending on your decor. So I have to buy it using this thing? Makes sense, I guess. Well, I don't really want, like, one of these giant statue things sitting around here. Definitely don't want that there. Okay, to get the new thing to go away, I have to do that. And then I think these things, these ones are probably empty. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm guessing I get those when I get that at, like, Cap or something like that. Decor. Kamoshida's Palace Decor. Velvet Room Style Decor. Thieves' Den Decor. I like the blue. Oh. Right, well, this seems like it's just sort of, putzing around and trying to customize this for something, but what I want to check to see if I'm allowed to change the background music, or if that's just the music for this place. I'm guessing it's probably just the music for this place. And then all this other stuff that you have to unlock. Like I said, that's pretty much my favorite. Oh, how do I actually set it? Well, so let's check these. So how do I actually use these? Okay, so I guess once it's bought, I also have to do this. This is probably just the background music for this place. So that's probably not what I actually want, which is fine, I guess, but whatever. Where the hell? Oh, there was a space there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, honestly, probably don't need to be here for any reason right now. I'll putz around with this later on my own time, but definitely have no idea what's going on here or why this exists or what I'm supposed to do here. I guess gambling. What is all this on the back of your whatever this is? Your play car. Alright, who are you?
Uh-huh. What do you want?
Okay, what I wanted to figure out is who the hell you are, but...
Doing good?
Huh. That's kind of neat. Yes. Alright, well that accomplished literally nothing, but I figured out what the hell was going on with that stuff, I guess.
Hey.
Right, what should I do here? I'm thinking study.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Make sure your clothes up.
Wow.
Getting a head start on your stats, I think, is usually helpful, but still takes too damn long. Man, knowledge is always the hardest thing to actually, like, increase in these games. Because even though there's a lot of things that let you increase your knowledge, it doesn't actually increase it very much. Or you need to increase it by more.
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
To think our master would give words of praise.
You better treasure this moment, inmate!
You have encountered allies who share your ideals, and you have found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin.
Igor's cadence kind of feels like kind of AI generated in some moments. What rehabilitation? I don't understand.
I shall explain it to you now. You have a special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power. It is weak now, but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the coming ruin. That is the rehabilitation cast upon you.
Coming ruin?
There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin.
I think the ruin is kind of a reference to the Tower Arcana, which is usually how that's sort of described.
Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way. The fusion process I taught you prior is another.
This is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate.
Though it may be presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well.
When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts with.
Spending time with those people will lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them.
If you've got time to waste, you'd better visit your contractors, inmate.
That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like whoever did the voice acting job, like, they put him through too many filters, probably, is what happened here.
I shall grant you an
ability, like, I don't think this is
of your newfound
the voice actor's actual, like, natural voice.
A gift. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
It is supposed to sound unnatural, I guess, but, like...
Alright.
Thank goodness more Persona slots. I needed that.
The time has come. Return to your brief moments of rest.
And don't forget to go talk to your contractors, inmate.
Well, thanks for making sure I've got friends, Caroline. You know, that can't you phrase that more nicely? Just can't you say go spend time with your friends like a normal person would, Caroline? Do you not have friends? Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves? 6.6, 6.7, around there. I wish I had money. I'd kill for a real breakfast. Please don't kill anyone for breakfast.
Have you heard?
What about Big Bang Burger? The one on Central Street is holding a contest right now. Big Bang Challenge or whatever. If you go at night, you can eat for only 500 yen. Gotta eat one of their giant burgers though, right? How can anyone actually finish that? Still, 500 yen is a steal.
Wow!
Huge burger, huh? Interesting. I bet giving that a go will increase your guts. That is the thing I need to be able to figure out. Okay.
Like you heard last week,
Gym class is canceled today.
Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance.
There's that good old Kawakami enthusiasm.
The gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. That's all. The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself.
Basically, Kawakami's up there saying snitches get stitches.
As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
No, it's just Kawakami has it rough.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image.
This is a very Jungian sort of conception of it, but it's largely not how people think about it these days.
If you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster. Hmm? You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
I feel like gaining that knowledge made me a bit smart. I don't know how that made me feel any smarter at all, honestly, from that. But, you know. Still oblivious, huh? God damn.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
I mean, possibly, but that's you know, harsh reality of existence.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right?
I mean, it's difficult to just find people who are definitely criminals in ways that we could quantify. If it was that easy, then, you know.
Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being. Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
Yeah, you do that, Ryuji. That's definitely something that happens on a frequent basis. Although, it, given our lives, yeah, it is a thing that happens on a frequent basis. But ignoring that,
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
please don't do that.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
Given how much we eavesdrop on other people, like, do we just not think people eavesdrop on us? Oh god, what happened to my laptop?
Excuse me. Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
Do I want my printer to make a change on my hard drive on my laptop right now? No. I don't know why that would... Alright.
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters.
As a principal, he probably should actually not be doing what he's doing just because they're currently under investigation, and if anything about this is found out, he's in a lot of shit.
I would like you to look into this for me.
He would be in so much deep shit.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding...
You know, you have to
Mr.
wait until the
Kamoshida.
news and the police investigation is, like, sort of stopped so you can do this without any chance of that sort of coming and blowing up in your face.
Do you mean all of this talk about those Phantom Thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh.
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
Thank you.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no? If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister. Do you understand?
Yes.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this.
Still trying to think, like, a bunch of characters have character designs that don't look like they're from Persona games. They look like they're from, like, other IPs, and I don't know what the hell this guy looks like he's from, because he doesn't look like a Persona character. Kind of like how I said that Kamoshida looks like he's from, like, Detective Conan. The principal looks like he's from, like, Sonic to me, or something like that.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to...
Maybe it's because he's shaped like a potato. I think he looks like Dr. Robotnik.
Well then, I must be going.
But his face doesn't really look like that. Well, it's hard to tell because Robotnik always has, like, that gigantic mustache and the little goggles. Police are really here. I saw them at the entrance. I saw them too. They were talking to the teachers. That change of heart thing's seriously amazing, huh? I hope they don't find out we're responsible. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. There's no proof it was us. Way to put this on something that does just, you know, leave that trail for other people to find. Good job. You don't need to worry. You sound sure of yourself. But I mean, haven't rumors been going around about how you guys threatened Kamoshida? This world's Kamoshida shouldn't know anything about what actually happened to him now. Still, we did what was right. Don't go freaking out over some label. They really should not be putting this on their phones. Man, I really can't wait to keep living this double life. Alright, Yuki, we're gonna be counting on you.
Hey, are you listening?
Chalk to the head again. You, pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? I feel a murderous intent. Oh, I did dodge it. Okay. I guess I only need 1 point of proficiency.
Hey!
Huh. Well, glad I watched that movie. Glad that learning how to plug a tank with a chocolate bar made it so I could dodge chalk. What's up, Mishima? I see that all of your injuries have spontaneously healed somehow.
Have you seen that Phantom Aficionado website?
Yeah, you made it, right? I've heard of it.
I'm the one who started it.
Yep.
You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
What?
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret. Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That's great, but...
I'm glad to hear that. It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there.
Have you not heard the rumor mongers in the school? It's not just adults.
But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high
They changed
hopes for the
Mishima's
Phantom
voice
Thieves'
actor?
next move.
I feel like this might be different from the original. I don't know.
So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site.
He sounds like Fry. He sounds like Fry from Futurama.
Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not?
I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts. I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I?
No, not quite.
Please?
It's up to you. I have no say in it.
In that case, I'll just do what I want.
It's not like I could stop you. Sense abundantly high expectations from Mishima. Honestly, couldn't tell me? Yeah, no, I can't remember either. It just sounds a little bit different than I remember, but I couldn't say why. It's not as dramatic as like Chie's recasting in Persona 4 Golden,
Besides the
but
public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close.
this one is like, hey, didn't you have groupies? It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, how's that relevant to this line of questioning?
What do you have to say to that?
I mean, like, yeah, obviously we had groupies. What the hell?
I am thou.
You gonna arrest them as
Thou
confidence? What the hell?
Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Allows backup members to earn experience points. Okay.
All right.
Fusing personas of the Moon Arcana will now grant XP. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
See you. We heard all that. Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
I kind of feel like this conversation here is a little bit different than it happens in the first one, but I can't remember.
Even so, I think it'll be fine. You seem to be playing it cool.
Also, just deny everything, please.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
Should we take out Mishima?
I will say, though,
No witnesses.
a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
You don't have fists, you're a cat.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
Okay.
I can't remember if this is the point in time where Makoto starts following us around, because I actually do legitimately think that was one of the funnier parts of this game. So let's go find out if that's this part of the game, because I do have to call it quits pretty soon here anyway. This is they talk about, like, the Big Dang Burger thing. Cool. We got some things here. Okay. Are we being stalked through the hallways yet? Not yet. How are the other teachers? They just keep telling everyone not to cause any trouble. I get that they're busy, but I feel like none of them actually care about us students. Yeah, no they don't. How are the students? Some students are taking time off because of the emotional shock. As for the volleyball team, some members are still sticking with the team, but that doesn't mean they forgive Mr. Kamoshida. Well, I mean, yeah, he's gone now, so they can have a different sort of volleyball team. Police won't tell you anything, maybe they don't expect much from a high school reporter, but I'm trying to do my job seriously. I want to get more info about it since everyone's so confused about what's going on. Newspaper club member is like one of the most useful gossips to talk to because she actually is, you know, not just a gossip. Tries to verify stuff as best as she can, which is not that well, but you know. Let's see. Yep, nope, not really, not getting stalked yet. That's good. Alright, looks like I could start up my social link with Anne now, which is good. Should I start that social link, or do I even have the right? I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and head over to the station and figure out if I can even get that one. Oops. Got some new people to talk to. Let's talk to them. Wish I could paint against. His fault I have to live such a shitty life. What do you mean? It's got nothing to do with you. It's fooled everyone. You're all idiots. Yeah, probably. Hello. Excuse me, may I ask your opinion on something? There's a rumor that an informant revealing details regarding Kamoshida's criminal activities. There's a rumor that an informant revealed the details. I don't know anything. Can you see what's happening here? The student's mouth is shut tight. Since a cloud of darkness surrounding the school as it attempts to conceal scandal. That's all of our on-the-spot coverage. I think that's less of that and more, I have no idea what you're talking about. That sounds insane. This is that cult yet again. Okay, let's see if I've got access to the bloody persona that I need here. Now that I've been reminded, thankfully by optics, that that's a thing that I have to remember to do.
Hey, inmate!
Pixie works? Okay, that works. I'm wondering... Ow, what the hell? Come on! Being assaulted by my parole officer.
Do you have...
The inmate...
I also want to see if I can just create one through fusion. Death, Hermit, Moon, Strength. Actually, let's use the other thing here. Fuse by result.
Begin the search.
Devil, Death, Death, Strength, Hermit, Hermit, Moon, Priestess, Star. Okay, no. So I'm gonna have to spend the money.
If you'd like to read the compendium, these are the paths you have walked.
Is Pixie the cheapest? Probably. It's gotta be. Should I get Saki Matama, though, instead, maybe? It's 1,000 more, basically.
This persona?
I kind of wonder. Let's do it.
A fee is required. Then accept this persona.
Wasting money here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and... I just realized, will I lose the day if I go into the web? But yeah, we're going to call this an episode. I'm going to be back on Wednesday, where we'll have a longer stream, hopefully get more done. Hopefully get back into another palace, which I think we will by then, even if only a little bit. But yeah, hope you found this one enjoyable, and hope to see you guys all next time.